Let's see my screen, right? Just type SQLite. Okay. And first step is database. Second, we need to create tables. Then we have to enter data. Okay. There is one video I already created. Okay, this video. Okay, there are more detail on this video. Please take a look this one. Okay. Um, this 1 hour video, we have different use cases. Hold on. Okay, I just want to show you something here. Today we are it's playing somewhere. For some reason, I cannot.
Hello. Jay, am I audible?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what I was saying, this is a loan front-end application. Okay. So you see, this is a create loan application. Here we are collecting customer information, first name, last name, email ID, phone number, date of birth, gender, loan type, amount, agree terms, document, and submit button. So I put this link in the chat. You guys can take a look because today I don't have any front-end application to show you how we collect the data, but please free to watch this one and you can see. Okay, you can, there are some exercise I am saying in this video. So please do that exercise at home when you're practicing this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so here is it. So now we collected this information from front end. All the applications are like that only, right? Like you have your banking application, you have your payroll application, HR application. You collect something from the front end, but where this data goes, okay? So let's see. Okay, now I'm playing here. Record is created. See here. So here we are displaying on the front end. The record is created. Record mean the we created one entry for this customer. There are two loan applications you can see, right? One is John Doe, one is Tam someone. Okay. So, but the, okay. So here you see, this is our database. You see loan application table. So previously we had Tam update Kumar, this guy loan application. So now one of our customer, he submit application. So if you refresh this database or the table, you can see the second entry in the database also. Okay. You can see the John Doe record is created. You see, the second record is created. Okay. Similarly, if you delete here, so you can see there is update button. I'll show you here. So here, if you see, so that's equivalent to insert. So you click the submit button, it's equivalent to insert. So there are main keywords. One is insert. So from the front end, if it is submit, mean insert in the database. So we are going to insert data into the database. You want to see. So second one is edit. In the front end application, we tell modify or edit. But the keyword in SQL, we have to use update. Delete, obviously, it's delete. Okay. So let's take a look quickly. I don't know whether it's visible for you guys. Okay, let's keep this one like this. Okay. Inserting a record in the data. That's what it. Now the next command here you can see update. Right? So what will happen is that this updating. So let's update this also. So we are updating here, okay? So this is the front end. Let's say customer provided some information. Customer is saying, hey, the mobile number I provided, it's not belongs to me, it belongs to my husband. So can you change my mobile number? Either customer will call customer care or customer can go update in the web application also. So that's a use case here. Okay. So customer want to change something after submit. So this update button. So customer click this one. Customer changing the name and click the update button. So the now name is updated, John update, doc update. Okay. So now we can see the same thing in our database also. You see? Editing. So now next one, delete, okay? Okay. So customer saying that, hey, I don't like your service. Can you remove my name from like, remember like a customer care people are keep on calling, do you need credit card? Do you need loan or something like that, right? So one point you say, hey, can you make sure not to call me? I don't need a credit card. When I need, I can call you, right? So what from the company side they will do? They will opt out, no marketing calls, something like that, or delete the phone number or something like that, right? So those kind of requests in the front end, you see, customer doesn't want to be a customer here in this company. So customer is deleting. So you see, it's delete. So now that operation deleted the record in the database. That's the delete. Come on. The next one, select, load the data. So data is already loading. So now you see, now you insert data, you update the data, you delete the data. Okay. So next keyword is very important keyword is select. Load the data means retrieve. Like the data is already there. How do we see this data? Okay. See. Whenever we like right, see this. So these are the most important commands when you're working with SQL databases. So here from the front end, whenever we request. So here, why the front end, the, the front end can see this data because data is loaded already, right? You refresh or you click retrieve button or see button or something. So the query from the front end to through via API, it's sent to database. So database is returning this data so that front end can display to customer. Okay, so we didn't discuss about API. Think like it's a protocol. It's like a messenger. Okay, this is the front end application, right? This is like your lobby area in your supermarket, or like a think like a restaurant analogy. In your restaurant, these are the tables. Like customers are coming, they are sitting here. The messenger, the waiter, will take the order from the customers, whoever sitting there, display the menu. Customers select the item what they want to eat. So the waiter will take this information to kitchen. The chef will prepare the food, and chef will give to waiter, and waiter will give to customers who is sitting on the lobby, right? So here our case, the kitchen is the database here, the mean in the back end. Like if you see a big supermarket, storage, the back end is the database. Whatever customer inserting data, creating new accounts. So record created in the database. Customer modify or update. So we update record in the database. We delete, or like we want to see something like that. I want to see how much money I transferred to my wife, or like how much money I sent to my friend, like last 1 month, right? So I go to my banking app, I put the date range here, I click search button from my checking to whatever person I send, right? So that's loading data. Loading data means from the front end, it's calling a select command, select query. So the API, our waiter will take to the kitchen and take the data, like whatever it's stored there, and show it in your screen. Okay. So are we clear on the four use cases what we are going to practice?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So here, insert, update, delete, select. From the front end, submit, edit, or update in the in database SQL, you can write this keyword delete, load, or select. Okay. Um, Sean, did you get a chance to download the SQLite?
Yeah, I have installed it,
Okay. Uh, so do you want to share, or I can show you what you want to do? You want?
but I don't have any datas in my database, right?
Yeah, yeah. No need data. Like that's what we are going to practice. So we have to practice
Okay,
creating. Yeah.
I'll share that.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. I'll stop.
Yeah,
Okay.
please allow me.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sharing now. Yeah.
Okay.
This is SQL, right?
We don't see your screen.
Now
Not yet.
I'm sharing. Is it visible?
No, I cannot see.
Oh,
Okay. Now we can see it.
Let me share again. Okay. Oh,
Not the prompt, right? Like go to your search. I want to have, yeah, close
okay.
this one. Yeah. So type SQLite because we just want to see using the your
Okay.
SQLite. You see the SQLite browser? No, I don't think so.
Not this one. I think can I open the file location of it?
Mm, I don't know. It's something different.
It's the
Okay.
latest version of SQLite.
Okay, you can figure it out. I'll show you from my computer because time is going to end. Okay, see,
Okay, okay.
yeah, you
Please.
see, you can go to that video also. Like I'm showing end to end, like how to download this one. Okay, I'll show you my screen.
Okay.
Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so just go here and search SQL browser for SQLite. Okay, this is what you need to type, and because I need the UI look and feel, then only you will understand, right? The way Sean is showing, that's okay, prompt, but you have to see when you insert the data, you want to see the command, right? So that's why. Yeah, okay. So one option we have new databases, one option open databases. These are two. So first we need to decide which databases we are going to work, right? So our case, do we have a database? Yes, I have some databases created for other applications. So I can show you. So these applications, uh, vendor. So you see, I have a database for this guy, this application. I can open the database. I can browse the data. So when I browse the data, I can see the tables here, right? I can see one by one these tables, right? Credit report. So you see, this is the credit report table. I have the customer name, credit score, vendor reference, created. Okay, so that's you are working with existing database. So what we can do here, we can get the data, right? Like yesterday we were writing a query, right? So what you can do here to load the data, you can see execute SQL. Okay. So what execute SQL you can do, the keyword is to load the data uppercase. Okay. So it's not case sensitive, but I prefer if you guys can use uppercase. Select all the tables asterisk from, okay, space. I want to see the table name, credit report. Okay, from credit, sorry. Okay, so this is the table I want to see. Okay, then close the statement and execute. Here you see a play button here. Okay, execute or play button. So you see all the data, what you can see on your screen. This is what you want to see, right? So let's say you want to see only the customer name and credit score. So how do you modify this one? So what you have to do, now you are seeing all the fields, all the columns here, right? Whatever the table shows here. You go to your browse data, you see these are the columns, right? So we just want to know the customer, how much money they borrowed, right? Like, what's their credit score? So how we can modify, instead of you ask asterisk, like asterisk mean like all the fields here, what you can do, you can ask the customer name. So okay, so let's type customer name. So it's coming by automatically. So I press tab, comma, and we need credit score also, right? Credit score. So I press tab, okay, space. The table name is same only. So I execute the command. So you see, you can load the data. It's very easy, right? So to load the data, this is the keyword, select. I'll just put it in the chat. Again, you don't need to take any notes. There are many exercises in this video. So just go to this video, like even you can use this data. So if you want to uh, all, so here, this just a comment, okay? Don't get confused. Or maybe I'll just type here. Yeah, so to load all data, right? Like you're not filtering. Here you filter customer name and credit score, right? And So let me go to SQLite. Where is SQLite? So here, let me take a screenshot. This is your command, and this is the result. So this is the command, this is the result. Okay, you can see filtered one. The second one, the first one we wrote all the data. So I remove this one, I put asterisk, and I'll execute. You see everything here. Okay, let me give you this command also. So, okay, so you have to practice how to select the data. Okay, tomorrow um, we will introduce some other conditions. So today you have to practice how to load the data. So before we load the data, let's create a database. And this is an existing database. We open database and we go to the table and we retrieve some data, load the data. So now let's create a database, new database. So when you click this one, it's asking where do you want to create, okay? So I select the location. So you can select where you want to create your database. Um, I will create bank project and here you have to enter DB. Okay, so save. So now once you open this one, you see it's asking tables. Okay, so before I insert a table, I will just show you. Let's close this connection again. Okay, save. I will save whatever I created. Okay, so I'll go here, open the SQL database. Now our database already is created, right? So what I will do, I will open database. I'll go to the folder so we create the database bank project DB, right? So open the database. So first your step is, do we have any table? We don't have any table, right? Because it's empty. We just only create a database structure. If you see, tables are zero. There is no table. So our first step is we cannot enter data without table. Okay, that's it. So now you created a um, database. Now we have to insert, we have to create some table. So let's create some table here. Okay. So to create a table, you can click this one, create table. Okay. So you can manually type here, create table. Okay. So let's see. Or otherwise, what you can do, you can provide the query. Okay. So this is the keyword, create table. You can write the field names, whatever the field names you want in the query, and you can execute and the table will be created. Or otherwise you can use this UI button, you can insert. So we will use the UI button and you can see here the query also will be created. Okay, so table name I'm going to give customers. Okay, so this is our table name. You can see the query also preparing here, customers. Okay, customers. So this is the table name. Okay, I'll click add. Okay, so now it's asking the table field name. So what fields we need, what columns we need. So here we have customer ID. So first column is I need customer ID. So if you want to separate, um, don't give space, just give a hyphen here, okay? It's not case sensitive. So you can give lowercase or uppercase, whatever you want. So if you need a separator, use a hyphen here, okay? So if you see, it's asking the data type. Like if you click the drop down, it's saying integer. Integer means it's a whole number, it's a number, okay? Or it's asking text or blob or real or numeric. So our case, customer ID is a whole number. So we select this is the data type, okay? And second one, if you see NN, PK, AU, U. So you have to know two things when you are working with databases. What is the primary key? What is the foreign key? So I'll give a quick introduction. Tomorrow we can record in our Confluence page. Okay. So the primary key is the column that uniquely identifies each record in a table. So if this is going to be your primary key, so like as a customer, my name is Jay, so I can place multiple orders, right? So when customers are calling our company, how do we know which reference number, so, which which order they are talking? So that's why whenever you call a customer care, they have a case number for you, they have a reference number, they have an ID for you. Like it's like your PAN number, it's like your SIN number, it's like in the database table, there is a unique key. So that's the unique key is the primary key. So what we are giving to table, when you're creating the table, you have to tell to the database or the table, what is the primary key we are going to use. So customer ID is the primary key for us because this is going to be unique, right? This customer can order multiple orders, right? But we can trace this customer, load the data using the customer ID. So I'm going to mark this one as a primary key. Is that clear, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So next one, um, we'll enter one more field here. Add. You can add. We can add name. So here I'm going to use text. Let's add one more field. We are going to collect email. You can see these queries keep on growing. Okay, so you see table, create table, customers, customer ID, integer, name, text, field number 3. So field number 3, we are going to use say email, text. Okay, let's keep growing this one. So we need one more field here, country. Okay, text. Okay. So now you see it's everything is ready. Either you click OK. When you click OK, your table will be created. Okay. So now you can see a table is created. If you go to browse data, your table is empty. You can see, right? This is what you created. There is no record here. Only you can see the column customer ID, name, email ID. Now this empty table is ready. So when you are working with applications, creating applications, so you don't need to write SQL queries. You don't need to bother anything about this one unless if your company needed to. Some cases, if there is any bug or defect or anything come, any issues come, you are you will not even get access to production database. So you will have access to your testing environment. Testers will have access, developer will have access. I don't know, sometime they will give access. If you need access, you can ask your manager, I need access to the database. So what do you need? You need credential to connect the database. It's not easy in a company, you request access to database. So for your profile, I don't know, sometimes they will give you access if it is needed. So two things you need to ask. What is the database name? What is the table? So give me access to this table, maybe the testing environment 1 I need access to entire testing environment database. So there will be multiple databases, there will be multiple tables. Because if you don't know the database name, if you don't know the table name, you cannot load the data. You cannot write queries because it won't work. So the two things, remember, you have to know the database name, you have to know the table name. Okay, guys, these are the two things very important. Then you can start connecting. Maybe you can ask your tester or like a developer, right? You don't need to, like, if you know how to write query, that's okay, you can write. Otherwise, most probably you can reach out to your tester and they already have the query written, or like you can ask your developer, hey, I just want to check some data. By chance, if you have the query, can you ping me? So they can give you the query. You can come to execute here. You can paste the query, you can execute, right? So I'm not saying your utility tool, like because this is a UI tool to view the databases, right? The in the different company they will use different database viewers, okay? Like universal viewers are there. There are different tools, but the command will work. So you have to be careful when you are. There are two type of database. One is SQL databases. One is Oracle databases. So make sure you are using SQL database. So if it is a SQL database, and you have to write similar commands, but when you join the company, like it's looks similar only like a my Oracle also, but slightly different. So you don't need to worry, like it's the same operation only. Select the main keyword you need here, select on. Okay, select is the keyword. So you will be not inserting data, you are not updating any data, you are not deleting any record. Only you will see whatever is created. So these writing commands, writing, programming, everything, developer or database team can take care of it. Your job is just write a user story for this one. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
now, I don't know if we have time. Let's now our table is created. So let's insert a record for this table, okay? So you have to come here, the keyword. If the call is disconnected, no problem, we can continue tomorrow. The keyword you need to use, insert into our table name, customers, okay? Customers, and what we need to enter. So here we need to write the field name, but field, what data we need to enter. So here you can press tab customer ID, um, customer, I think I want to name, that's the second field. Third field, I guess email, comma, country. These are the four field I have, right? And close the parentheses. And now, after you give the field name, insert into this the table name and what field. Let's say you want to enter data only for customer ID. So here you are just learning how to do manually, but you don't need to do, because remember, that's why we were watching earlier of this class. From the front end, data will be inserted into the table. This is just for your practice purpose only, okay? So next, values. So values you are entering. So now values for the customer ID, what you need, one, name. So when you're writing string text, insert, always use the quotes. Okay. John, that's the first name. Close the quotes. And again, this is a text field, email ID. So I will write john@gmail.com. I'll close the quotes, comma. I'll write the country as Canada. Okay. So now I will close the parentheses. I'll close the statement here. Okay. So now let's execute and see whether this data is, so it's saying execution finished without error. So let's browse and see our data. So you see, data is entered, right? We have number one, ID, number one. We have John. We have email ID. You can the same command here, and you can just keep this one and you can provide different values. So here I'll change here number 2, Mary. I'll change this one, Mary, then I'll type this one, USA. So the second record will be insert. You select this one and play this button. Okay, so I will have to remove this one. What is this thing? Finish with errors, result unrecognized USA. Okay, here I didn't close the quotes. That's why it's throwing error. You see, because I didn't close. So now let's execute it here and see. Somewhere, okay. Did I line number execution? Okay, customer ID. Okay, we have customer ID, values, John, Mary. Okay, USA. Okay, let's remove this one. I don't know why the error is some ID, name, country, values, one. Okay, so